Starting right now, dog.
Oh, we're in.
Okay.
It took a while to get here.
Oh, fuck.
You realize we were doing that for about an hour?
Yeah, trying to figure out split screen. That was an hour.
Oh,
my neck hurts.
Hey, yeah, I was hunched over, all by choice.
Yo, what's up, everyone? I'm Austen Alexander.
I'm Jordan Policicchio.
And we're just gonna show you our process of how we make a sketch.
Basically, every day I'll call Austen, or he'll ignore my calls, or it'll be too early in the morning, and we think about ways to be funny. And I'm noticing this trend on TikTok. Everyone's just editing transitions, shit like this. Like these kids will put like this. Yeah. Yeah, and then they're dressed up and shit.
Yeah, Hundo P.
I think that means we got to apply that into the sketch somehow, like some element of that.
I know how to do transitions quite simply.
I know you know how to do transitions.
Man, I'm losing my shoulders from quarantine.
What do you...
Look at me, I look like a fucking alien neck.
What's wrong with that? Oh, you want the big traps?
Well, fuck, man. I worked out, went from working out every day to working out not at all. And now I
You just start carrying heavy stuff around the...
start carrying logs. I'm up at my coddy. Up at the
What
coddy.
the fuck? That's how do you think Rocky wins fights?
Running up Parliament Hill in Philadelphia.
And like punching slabs of meat and shit?
No.
That with TikTok transitions, we're looking at a mill.
Yo. Okay, so we're in quarantine. We're obviously like hundreds of kilometers away from each other right now. So we need to think of a format that we can use that people are related to, that's relatable to people.
We've been having a lot of success with the quarantine boss.
Yes, because, okay, so what if you haven't seen Quarantine Boss, it's your boss calling you during quarantine. So it's essentially the format is a Skype call from your boss. And then we have a series of these characters. So we place these two characters, we have the boss and the employee, and we put them into these scenarios through Skype. And that's the formula we've been using right now. So that formula obviously works for us, and it's quite easy to do right now because we're in quarantine.
But I've seen some really good reinventions. Like this one I was telling you about today, where this guy does a kind of a call like we're doing here, but he's playing the characters on the other end and he's in school. I thought
he's
that was
playing
really
all
cool.
so he's flipping the camera around to him, right?
No, he's got himself window and window. He's not playing everybody, but he's got and they're not even really characters. He's really keeping the same voice. They're just a bunch of British chaps trying to get to school while we got to do the homework in quarantine. That's what the whole thing is. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
8.5 million got from this.
Oh, crazy. So wait, but
I know.
he's just camera on him, the other way around is what you're saying. Because that's another form.
Yeah. He's the teacher here. I would be a student, and I'm like, why are you wearing said
What we
8.5 million?
What we could do, dude, and I'm gonna show you this guy, Boomer Mobley. This guy's great.
Yeah, he's the LA guy that we're going to be doing one with, right?
Yes, he has a sense of style. I want to show you. So he'll use one camera, he'll use one phone, but if it's on a distance, so like what I did is I did a sketch with Will, where we're two cops and we're in a firefight with each other, and he's going to mix the video because he's going to. So he's the bad guy who's going to be shooting at the cops, but we took this footage, and he's in LA, so we took the footage from our end, and every time every time the camera goes to look at the bad guys who we're shooting at, so like the criminals, so it comes from me, so it'll essentially be me and Will, we're like talking, it's almost like a vlog, so the format is a vlog. And we're two cops. We're like, oh, we're just in a shootout. I could really use a coffee right now. So then Will comes over and he starts shooting at them. And then to show, so this is where your transitions come into play. You do a quick swish pan, right? So you move the camera, and then within that, he can do the same thing on his end. So he'll do that and start his scene to see where he's looking at. So then the actual blur from the cut makes it look seamless.
Yeah.
So he'll actually, so if I'm swish panning this way, he's gonna do the same thing. So I'll swish pan like this at the end of my take, and he'll swish pan like that at the beginning of his take. And that will make the transition smooth. You wouldn't even notice. And I'll show you a video right now where he does this really well.
It'd be cool to have that element be the joke. Like the actual pan.
Okay, how so? Like I'm just using it as a formula for shooting.
Yes, but it would be cool to have that be the element of why it's funny. Like this transition, it's almost like the sake of a transition, kind of like the way Tarantino will hyper expose a fight scene. How like when people die, it's not just them dying; they're like bleeding.
What is that?
The house and stuff.
Okay, and that has to do with the swish pan. How so?
Because I think what I would like to do with this newest piece of content.
Okay,
you got the video?
Yeah, I got the video.
Okay, let's do it.
So this used swish pan cuts. Let me see. Tell me if you can if you notice them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, whoops. Let me get this volume up and restart it.
Let's restart this bitch.
You know what? I could probably just pull it up on my computer. Let me just send it to my computer.
So what I was noticing a lot happening on TikTok right now is those transition things I was telling you about. It'd be cool to make that. We're going to do a comedy piece of content today. It'd be cool to make the transition element like you're transitioning into something funny. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yes.
And almost off of what it would have been. So if it's a scene of, say, I'm going to the fridge, then the transition moment happens when I open the fridge. It's like you're not in the fridge anymore for some reason. Like
I'm gonna.
That's kind of.
Yeah. So the fridge one's actually a really good idea, and we've been talking about that. Let me share my screen with you.
Okay.
Okay, you see it? See my shit?
Yeah, I look great.
Okay.
I look so good.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Perfect. Wait, let me get me out of the way. Okay.
All good.
Love an eye patch sketch.
Hey, what up?
Dude, this guy kind of looks like Andrew Santino.
Mark's out here shooting a sketch or some shit. About to jack them for all they got. Let's go. Let's do it.
So there was a swish pan there.
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you guys shooting?
See that?
Can't
And turn
tell,
the
though.
camera.
Seamless.
Yo, Josh, get behind here, man. Get behind here. Yo, Josh, get over there, man. Get us some cover.
Oh shit, he does. That's what you meant about.
Oh, there's a swish pan cut there. Boom.
Holy fuck, you can't even tell.
Got him with the bomb and shit. Hey, what's up, homie? Yeah, that's right. That's why you out of ammo. And your boy's dead.
This is insane.
Got it. Hey, get his phone.
Right? So that's what he kind of does. And there's actually swish pans there if you didn't notice. I'm going to stop screen sharing.
It's hard to tell.
Well, how do I stop the screen share? There. Okay. Yeah, right? So we could do something similar in terms of a format and like...
You're still sharing. You're still sharing, by the way.
Am I sharing?
Oh yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah. I said I'm looking at me.
You're looking at a big version of you.
Big version of me, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm down. I'm down for this.
Okay. What? It shouldn't be... How do you turn off screen recording?
I have no, honestly,
Fucking
the amount
hell.
of trials, tribulations we've experienced.
Stop
today.
sharing. There we go.
Hey, baby.
Pop, pop.
Okay, so that would be cool to incorporate that into today's sketch.
Yeah. So the... Yeah, I would. Yeah. It's just because we've already done the Skype call formula where it's two face talking to face. Let's make it, a little more...
Yeah, so then the whole video could just be us straight up, like, in it.
Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah.
in screen.
But, okay, so now what you have to do is match the locations.
So the kitchen.
Kitchen could work. I think
Yeah,
my kitchen looks a little
generic
different
ones.
than your kitchen. It could be kitchen couch. You could be on the couch. I could be in the kitchen. You could be in the
Okay.
kitchen. I could be on the couch.
So we got to establish 2 different areas so that
They work. They stick together.
they work. Yeah. So if you're in your kitchen, I'm in your living room.
Yes.
Ah. I think what I mean about the element of the transition being the funny part, like say every transition, a transition means something new is happening, right?
Yeah.
So it would be cool to imply that into it. So if you're in the, might be too complicated, but if you're in the kitchen and you do something and then the transition is you opening the fridge and then it moves to me on the couch, the next time we see you, it might be cool to see you in a different
Part of the
outfit.
kitchen.
Different part of the kitchen, maybe different outfit. Kind of like the transition
Okay.
isn't just for the sake of camera work. It's also implies what it really means.
So is this like an abstract sketch?
I don't know. It sounds like it is, but I'm
That
not trying to
sounds-
make it that way.
Sounds a little abstracty.
Kind of the idea that if you're transitioning, it means you're going somewhere instead of just for the sake of it looking cool. But both at the same time.
So, okay. Okay, now I'm trying to bring that idea back to reality. What
Yes,
if,
please.
What if it's like one friend is on vacation and he keeps sending you these like, we could even use the computer, dude. Like a video recording. I call you on the computer. So like we use that format and then we turn the camera around and it's looking at you in real time, not through the camera. So you see me through the camera watching me do something. Maybe I'm on vacation. And then when the camera's flipped, it's actually you in reality, looking and reacting.
Ah, I like that.
So there's 3 elements to this sketch. There's me on video on your computer. There's so there's me on video. That's something I would have to get that, send it to you, and you'd have to record that on your computer. So that's the second element. The third element is recording yourself.
Yeah.
Just an idea for formatting. Like if you're thinking about how you're gonna actually film the sketch, there's 3 things you need to get done. You need me filming my portion, you recording my portion off of your computer, and then 3, you know what would be really good and very topical right now? Something with the Tiger King. And you're like, hi out there with all you cats and kittens. Like, you know what I mean?
Maybe that's where you're on vacation.
To the fucking lion safari of some sort.
Yeah.
I could even just, I mean, like, yo, here's an idea that we haven't done. We can record a text conversation between each other, and I send you a photo, and it's the photo of me that I actually have from me at Tigers, and be like, hey, look where I am today. And it's just like, and you're like, oh no, like, whatever. I don't know what the humor is yet, but I'm thinking of in terms of the formula, like we have the option to send this photo, right?
Do you don't have a pet at the cottage, right?
No, that photo.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I love the idea of recording the text conversation.
It's interesting. Text conversation. The thing is
you
with
said-
text. With a text conversation, you can make people feel emotion during text, like through the use. Like if you see someone typing, we have to write really good dialogue if we're using text because that's all you can see is read. I don't know if you've seen the movie Searching.
I haven't.
Okay, it's insane. The whole movie takes place through the eyes of technology. So like through the camera lens of like a computer, a phone, CTV cams, like only that. So there's no actual outside camera besides technology. And so like when he's texting his daughter who's missing, he's like messaging her and it'll be like 3 a.m. He'll get like a missed call and then it turns off. And then like 3:01 a.m. she gets another missed call. It turns off. And then he'll like go to text her and he'll be like, okay, where are you? And then you'll see her dots start texting back and then they don't send anything. And like that created this sense of like
Suspense.
even though not a word was said. So if we could do the
yeah.
opposite, but with humor.
100%.
And they do it really well. And to show emotion through just technology is, in my opinion, one of the hardest things to do. Unless you have really good dialogue. Like, imagine it's a conversation. We could even do like a mother-son conversation. Like, where are you? Or I can't even give an example that would be funny to see, but I know it's out there.
Hey, that could be a format in and of itself, actually.
It is.
The texting.
Yes, 100%.
Because then we can. That's interesting.
Boyfriend, girlfriend text during quarantine.
Okay, so today you're at Antel's ranch. You send that. You're like, I'm like, what are you doing today?
Okay.
So, but if we transition to you, you look different.
Yeah. So maybe you don't see anything but the photo of me, and the rest is text.
Is there an element of video on my end?
No, it'd be text. It would just be like when you look at the Instagram video, it would be the recording of text, so text would pop up. It would just be texting.
Interesting.
It's cool.
No transitions.
You wouldn't need transition, no. It would just be the jokes would be told through what's being texted.
Ooh, I like that.
It's if we could what's always funny to me, like, hey, you up? You know what I mean? Like, when you see those meme pages that are like funny texts, actually we could pull them up. We should pull them up.
Dude, it would be fucking sick if we had like we're gay and I'm like, are you up? And then you say it's the middle of the afternoon.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Like shit like that. Okay, what am I looking up?
I'm just on stupid texts like, hey, Dad, remember when you killed that butterfly and you said no butter for a week? Yeah. And when I killed that honeybee, you said no honey for a week? Yeah, that was a month ago. So what? Mom just killed a cockroach. Should I break it to her? I don't like
just the turn of the phone. It's inside that matters, not outside. Really? Give me an example. Refrigerator. Makes sense?
Oh my God, this is so funny. What's up? Dude, you're gonna kill me. I was a little drunk last night and talking to your wife, and I ended up banging her. Car in the driveway when I pulled out. I think I hit your daughter's bike too. I'll come fix it later, but please say sorry for me to your wife and your daughter. And the second one's not delivered. I'm turning off this blur.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's funny.
Fuck, I can't show it.
Interesting. Okay, so I think with the texting ones, there could always be like a motive, because I think with a lot of people, their experience with texting is that you're always trying to get something. Like the reason you text is because you're trying to get like a new piece of information or something.
Or telling a new piece of information.
Yeah, exactly.
We could do like wrong number texts. Oh, yeah, I really want to suck your balls and lick your titties. Oh, yeah, it's like the most stupid thing. And then it's just like, Mom? Oh, sorry, son. Like,
yeah. Man, there's so much power in that because you could just edit whatever our names are every time.
Yep.
That's wonderful.
So that's
text format.
Text format's really good. I just don't know.
Do you know what's weird?
Off the top of my head, what's funny?
I think we've talked about this before, but there was like a huge moment in television. I think House of Cards kind of started it, where text imagery,
yeah,
and how to make it look appropriate.
Yeah, so like they'd be texting, you'd see the text come up. Actually, on Adobe Rush, you can do that. There's actually a format for that. There's we can do that. I can make that happen on Adobe Rush through my phone.
How many times a day do you find yourself saying that? I can make that happen.
I can make that happen. It's pretty easy.
Couple.
Stuff is always pretty easy to do.
Stuff for me is always.
Or we could make, something.
I'm also white.
We could do something more cinematic, like I could make we could make, like an alien ship come down for some reason. We could do a horror film, like a minute-long horror film. I have like a lot of eerie stuff. I just don't know how to add you into the element.
What about this? Everyone's stuck in the house and a lot of conversations are based in chat. So what if we had a bit of visual that then leads to a chat? So we almost like a thing happens and then those two characters are always texting back.
So it's a little, about it. So that's like storytelling. So it would be a story video.
Pretty much.
Almost so a mini movie.
Yeah. So like you see so you edit a nice alien, he falls in. but then it's like that, and then our two characters actually react to it in text.
Okay. How do you visualize telling that story?
You see,
What would it be, like a YouTube clip that we play on the screen?
you could even just play it organically as if it's the content, and then you texting that person like, oh my God, dude, there's an alien outside of my house. And then that character either agreeing, disagreeing, not listening.
We could just add that element into a Skype call. I'd be like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God, there's an alien, dude. Look. And like, I would do the switch pan of the camera and I'd have a little bit of time. Like I'd give myself 3 to 5 seconds to actually like put in some special effects of an alien ship of some sort.
Interesting.
Could be like, just thinking of bullshit.
I like that though. I like the element of, like, I was almost thinking of it in a meme too. Like if you had us having a text conversation.
Yeah.
And then it ended with a meme that summarizes the whole thing. So we wrote a good text story, and then a meme that we've also created that summarizes it. So it's like, oh my God, mom, and then crying Jordan when your mom walks in on you jerking off, something.
Okay, interesting.
Because I like the idea of it being 30 seconds of straight texting, which I think we should do, but to also, to add another element, it'd be cool to have it in parts where the texting is the reaction. Like, where there's reaction videos?
You know what we could do? Yes, I do know the reaction videos. Yes.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm thinking of is that with the reaction videos, you have to see the computer, right? So then it's like the guy's watching it. So like you have to think if the full screen is gonna show. So like we could do the we could do the House of Cards idea where like it could just be me and you in bed, like, you know what I mean? Like, hey man, you up? Like you see it and it's just two guys texting in bed.
Yeah.
And like we could just, it doesn't have to be split screen, it's just cutting back and forth to like, hey man, you up? And then it's like, oh, what if it's like two dudes who are not gay, but because they're in quarantine, they're like having gay thoughts now. It's almost like they're in solitary in jail. So like they're both in bed. Hey man, do you up, man? Yeah, you?
What if they're straight dudes, but because they're in quarantine, they're texting like they're in a relationship?
Yes. Yeah,
So
that's
it's like,
funny.
Yo, you up? Like, where are you?
Let's write this one because that's relatable.
And then this person doesn't respond back, and then that guy is getting upset.
Yeah. Hey,
like, yo, dude, let's play Warzone. Everyone's playing Warzone right now.
Okay. So like
in quarantine, your best friend becomes your partner.
I like that. Yeah, something like that. Oh shit! I can see on my computer how many gigs. 8 gigs of.
We're at 8 gigs.
We're at 8 gigs.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, so that's 23 minutes. Let's keep this to 25. You know what? Let's write this one. Okay, let's try and write this one quick on here, and then we'll film it, and then we'll come back and you'll see the sketch, guys, at the end of this video. So I think we're going to go with this one. I think we found the idea, and let's go with this one.
In quarantine, your best friend becomes your partner, and then we're going to have the text element. We don't even need to show us, but we could. We'll show us in bed.
Us in bed. I think the only footage we have to get is a still cam of like, just both of us in bed doing this.
Sick.
That's it. That's the only thing we need to do.
I like that. I might get mine with my computer.
I'm gonna have to do mine as well. Actually, I have another
off the phone.
I have another phone here that I can use, so I'll just use that and I'll film it off my phone.
Okay.
Landscape, obviously. Shoot it this way. Now we just gotta find what the dialogue is. Like, what is their?
I think they want to hang out more, and then it's the feeling of like not paying attention to my needs. Like, I want to play this video game with you. Are you up? What's going on? Like, where are you? Kind of that classic trope of like concerned partner.
Yes. Okay.
Or needy. Like one of the characters is needy.
Oh man, you said you were going on Killzone an hour ago. Where are you? Oh, it's the where are you? It's instead of like the girlfriend like being, where are you? You're not on kill zone. Where are you? No, I can see your location. You're not there. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, you're not signed in. I can see that you're not signed in.
Where are you, buddy? So maybe one of them is more butthurt than the other one.
100%.
Okay. So maybe one of us is actually only in bed and the other could just be playing video games. Oh, you know what it is to make it so much simpler? I'll be in bed texting you like rapidly, like, where are you? What are you doing? And you could just be like, you could literally be on the couch with your phone beside you somehow. Like just put your phone on the couch so you can visibly see the phone, or it's on the table and it's like vibrating. We'll just add the sound in where it's like, vroom, vroom, but you have the headphones on and you're just playing video games. And like, that's all it is. But the guy's getting so butthurt. Like a girlfriend being like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. Where are you? You said you'd hop on a chat with me.
100%. And then that boyfriend character will be ignoring it. You could even check the phone. You could even be like this to take a look and put it down and go back to your shit.
Yeah. Or would that character check his phone at all? Maybe he wouldn't because he's so enthralled in the game.
The character might not, but for an establishing shot, he might. Because if I can't...
But I can do that through sound.
Through sound. Perfect.
You know? It's just vibrating.
Perfect.
If you don't fucking pick up my calls, dude, I'm sitting in bed right now.
I will unfriend the fuck out of you, dude.
Okay. Let's go with this. I don't think we have to do the dialogue on here.
Nope.
I think this is a pretty good length of time for everyone.
We're done, dude. We fucking nailed it.
Dope. Okay, so...
I'm going to call you for the dialogue.
All right, guys, check out the sketch.
We did it.
Go.
What the fuck is someone lower ranked than me? Because he had fucking Policicchio and assist every time
Two there.
Fucking annoying.
Yeah, I got him. Okay.
5 left. Less than 10.
Back.
Original ring.
Actually, I was calling you.